24 victories, including 18 big wins by knockout. WBO International Heavyweight Champion, the undefeated #1 heavyweight challenger in the world, Tyson Fury. 67 victories, including 54 wins by knockout, only 3 defeats. Dr. Steel Hammer, Wladimir Klitschko.
American referee Tony Weeks, based in Las Vegas.
There's a sense
he can fulfill what amounts to a parental prophecy by winning the heavyweight champion, Klitschko from landing a jab. Yet in the fight, we're almost a minute and a half in. Start in round 1 in Duesseldorf between Wladimir Klitschko. I felt your glove on the back of my head.
Kind of talent advantage here. Some kind of improvisational advantage.
Cautious, feel him out, read the opposition.
Is
That's probably the biggest question, right?
Yes. They're so tall, neither guy wants to make that big move and get caught with a good job with the feints. But the problem is, Jim, is how long can he hold?
Basically looking at Fury and trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do.
His skills are much more refined, and eventually
landing 4 jabs and Fury 3. They find Fury landing 1 forward, round 1.
He's really fighting timid. He's gonna slow down, but
it'll put him into his shell a bit. Yeah. Listen.
Not throwing a single power punch. Fury 2 of 10 on power punches.
To a draw in the first round, and he's supposed to be losing these rounds.
That really caused Wladimir a problem, not the guys who hit you with.
Klitschko a little bit more aggressive in this round as he steps close.
Be as meaningful as it will if Klitschko lands one.
Now there, Fury steals a power punch in the fight is Tyson Fury. Jabs as he out-threw Wladimir in round number 1.
Nothing happened in that
jab. An uppercut, a body shot. And Klitschko jabs to the body.
The big problem Fury has, Klitschko decides to go in and gamble. Unless Fury can hurt him, it's going to be
this round.
Still a minute and 15 to go in the round.
See this in a little while.
We're 5 minutes into the fight.
And he's doing a great job with his feints, Jim.
A hooking punch, a straight right hand. All of those are power punches.
You listening? Yeah. Take my instructions to the left.
Round 3, scheduled 12. Klitschko still somewhat inactive in the fight. Hasn't really
his imagination on Klitschko.
Klitschko is by nature cautious. Roy, he seems
counter from it. He just hasn't been able to do that yet.
Vladimir, different looks. Not let that Vladimir get set unset.
Southpaw stance, hands below the waist. Open invitation for Vlad
through 3 rounds.
I think he's not afraid
for the heavyweight championship of the world.
And kind of big personality and imagination.
To the back of Klitschko's head. There was one in the
hoping that Fury will wear down, slow down a little bit, or make a mistake like that, or he's going to step back and counter with the right hook. He's not sure, because when a man's head
kind of causing Klitschko to think.
Now Tyson Fury goes back to the conventional stance.
He's doing damage. He's accurate and he's punching hard.
He opens up. Fury won't be able to take his.
Good job. I told you that.
Unofficial scorer Harold Letterman, and Harold, after the first 3 rounds, personally,
Klitschko is walking him down, and if they landed an equal amount of the punches,
both guys so far,
and particularly Dread Fighters, is trying to win the fight. You would have.
Okay, so there's no question you could give him all 3 rounds.
Veil the right hand, and that may inhibit Fury from
and leaving himself open for a big shot. 2-1.
Hey, what'd you do? It wasn't an exciting fight, and you didn't really dominate.
Well, so far
29-28, Tyson Fury. You know, Jim, in the first round,
are doing to him, or making him hold up and not
threw his hard right hand across the top, throws it again, and misses.
He has offered no evidence of that.
Prominent to him,
hard right hand for Klitschko.
I can remember him throwing and landing in this fight.
But we're not gonna let him. That's why you got
catch and counter means you simultaneously catch,
on which he has given 3 of the first 4 rounds to Tyson Fury.
A lot of times over in Germany, everything with a taller guy, he's not getting that opportunity.
In the win over Duesseldorf, Germany, where Tyson Fury may conceivably be building a scorecard advantage, entering upstairs.
Of course, like that.
To step up the offense, not try to evade the offense. Although when rounds are won by a punch.
How did it work? He has a cut opened up already.
Under the left eye.
Yeah.
As Jonathan Banks told Wladimir Klitschko, is trying and
Klitschko has to get busier. Going to the head.
Wladimir Klitschko, a cut on the cheek. Not dissimilar, by the way.
A lot of problems, and the feint before he throws it is causing just a
Switch ups with you. Yeah? Go to double jab, play with his
jab. He's moving his head, and he's taking Klitschko's jab, his best punch.
Is unofficial. He's not one of the scoring judges for the fight.
Tyson's feinting and that long jab right there is causing him enough problems.
For longtime heavyweight ruler, Wladimir Klitschko. And that's not terribly dissimilar to what's happened in the first 6 rounds here.
And I think that would take away, if he planned to do that, some of the tempo
up the urgency between rounds. We've heard Banks telling Wladimir, you are now to Tyson Fury. So Fury is building what might become on
them was Klitschko's better. He should win as always. But
Wladimir Klitschko, 39 years old, had a somewhat disappointing outing.
Jonathan Banks wants to see that Kronk catch and counter.
Muhammad Ali with his frenetic style and movement.
He's also used to things going his way, even when he fights.
Under the left eye, Wladimir Klitschko. Around and landing fewer than 4 of them. Finds Fury.
Championship of the world. I got it 5 rounds to 1, 59-50. Wladimir certainly can hit harder. You know, he can knock out with either hand.
Wladimir has had many distractions coming into
He has to be careful not to become too overconfident that he runs into it.
In the heavyweight division. In those 2 fights, Holmes.
And this is unbelievable. Wladimir is so inactive. It's like he's given because Wladimir is not punching. I mean, look at that. Fury.
The birth of his first child, daughter Kaya, to Hayden Panettiere.
Avoiding Klitschko's jab, doing just enough to win rounds. Tim Witherspoon and Carl Williams, they gave both fights.
Needs to tighten up some.
And the optics are no good for Klitschko with the blood. He put both hands behind his back.
He's been doing it all night long to affect Klitschko's confidence.
Stay low.
The looks on their faces demonstrate they're not.
Which are great shots to steal. Good jab by Fury.
Yeah, that's the first good jab. And disrupting your rhythm with little short shots on the
quality job.
And Jim, the bad thing about this,
and whatever commentary we've made about how Klitschko doesn't look good,
and his movement and energy are enough to bother Klitschko and keep
landed and give Fury credit. It's not so easy to.
And Francisco Vargas, here's an entirely different
goal to erase all that muscle memory from what you've been doing in all those fights there, and it seems as though that's what Fury has done so far.
Stop. Down.
Yeah, and you're catching him. Look, he's getting very limp.
Championship fight from Duesseldorf, Germany. Wladimir Klitschko looking for a night and hold on to his title.
Right from the first round of last week's how old Klitschko looks, Tyson Fury made a point of that before the fight.
Klitschko in landed punches counted by Copy.
Oh, good shot.
Big left hook by Fury.
Right there. That's what I don't like, Jimmy. See how he just goes in and grabs.
Tyson Fury 4 points ahead of Wladimir Klitschko so far.
No, he hasn't been a sharp puncher, but he hasn't.
Element for a guy who is the heavyweight champion.
That
was his best right hand of the fight.
Go went inside and held again. And hang in a second, and Fury was not having it.
That was a tremendous
pep in his step. There seems to be a little more willingness to do what
Wladimir got in a little right hand.
Then Fury hits with a good left hook around the chin.
Jonathan Banks and brother Vitaly Klitschko speak to him from outside the
round and do nothing else. I mean, he gives the round away. Like, for example, in that 9th
jab to the body a moment ago. Perhaps it's a...
He either has knocked Tyson Fury down or out, or he
is Ukrainian. However, he has fought the overwhelming bulk of his career based. Fury switching from side to side.
Okay, Jim, I got it 7 rounds to 2, 88. Him piling up points with that left jab, that wild right hand of Wladimir.
He may well be losing.
Win, lose, or draw. The challenger has to take the crown for the champion. If Wladimir wants to...
One of the most frequent laments of disappointed opponents. Commonly, more than half of televisions in the.
Well, that time Wladimir turned around quickly because he knew that it's not wanting it like you used to.
Come on. Back off and step right to him. You got to start.
You got to go by the head. If you don't go by the head, you're dead. You're done.
Back in a fight, partly because he's always up in his fights. Partly because when he
communicated to him.
He understands because he just threw a hook a little while ago that would have. This is an example. And there was another good body shot by Fury and Fury. So you got to go to the body, to the head. You got to let your hands go. Forget all the discipline. Fighting all these shorter guys, the guys his height that he could hold and win with.
To a fighter who was really bringing it to him. We haven't seen him down on the cards. So memory, Roy, that a guy who's been told by his corner you need a knockout to keep your title is
up again. He's just not throwing it. And right now, because Tyson Fury definitely has the better fight plan.
Those little shots
because they're not landing clean, but they are touching the head in the fight.
One thing we haven't seen from Wladimir Klitschko in his...
Left hook for Fury.
And like you say, just being 6'9".
Tony Weeks is going to take a point from Fury for rabbit punching.
Because to me, that's an even round now.
3 minutes to go.
Get this round back.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Fury has won the fight if he stands up. He could get knocked down 3 times. The DQ would be if Fury is caught with another rabbit punch.
Too big on the smaller opponents.
He's got no zip on those punches.
He's starting to build a little fire here.
But
right now,
80 seconds to go. Left hook by Klitschko is a good one.
Punches in this round.
Fury 2004 against Lehman Brewster. That was a different kind of loss. He's never...
Klitschko out because in Klitschko going for the knockout, he's going to...
The fight is holding on rather than throwing back. Holding on.
But see, Jim, the difference is...
There's a left hook for Klitschko. Klitschko earlier in the fight when it might have made a bigger difference.
To 10 seconds off the clock.
Because he's been safe for so long, he's afraid to gamble. He's never had to be a gambler.
The previous loss has been by knockout.
Never ever lost a decision.
Help.
No, but he's trying to fight for a change. I mean, you got to give him credit. He tried.
Either the hands or we're about to witness a
Left round when he landed a couple of good shots. He started way too...
Kingdom, the fine heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson.